Okay, so to work out at home or to work out at a studio, what is better? It really is, it really all depends on your personal preferences. There are so many benefits to Pilates, and one of them is that you can easily take it home and you can easily work your body without depending on any external factors. So, in a way, working out at home is an act of self-discipline, self-love, and a desire to be better with your body, you know? And a desire to be in a better relationship with yourself, which I think is important. What is so great about a studio? Well, at a studio, you get to be worked out by someone else, which is always a good experience to have. You also get to go to a beautiful space. You would get the reformer, the Cadillac, all of the different machines, the whole system itself, which is so wonderful, and I love it so much. Big love to the Cadillac, big love to the electric chair. So there are benefits to both. And in the end, what is the whole premise of Pilates? For those of you that don't know, the full expression of the practice is the mat workout. So if you do mat work at home, you're literally doing the hardest forms of Pilates that exist. Why? Because Joseph Pilates invented all of the machines that we have now, the reformer, the Cadillac, the baby chair, the Wonder chair. Sorry, it's just itching. The electric chair, the pulley pull, pedipole. All of these things to help your body to help your body's alignment. So with the reformer, you're laying down on this machine that gives you resistance. So you're being compressed a little bit. And with this machine, you're being forced to use parts of your body that maybe you have never used before. You know, you're getting resistance, you're getting the feedback that your body needs to be able to engage properly with these new methods of movement, these new habits. So, for example, if you are hypermobile like me, your body will need more feedback on where it is around in space. So, and here's the thing, we can do that as well at home by using resistance bands. So you don't really need a studio, but if you love the studio, there are so many benefits to it. I digress. So with the Cadillac or the reformer, when you have your foot in the strap, what you're doing is through the resistance, through the pull of the strap, let's say it's pulling this way, you're having to use your leg and properly align it so that you can actually get the benefits of it. Whereas if you don't have the strap, maybe your leg is going in like this, and this is not the right exercise. You don't want to be doing this. You probably want to be doing that. So it's a way of training your body to get more spatial awareness, to feel in what the proper movement is and how to align yourself better. So those would be, in my opinion, the incredible benefits of being in a studio. Also, if you have really good teachers, you will get expert guidance on your body, because all bodies are perfect, but again, with our perfection, we also have a few imbalances. It doesn't mean that there is anything wrong with you. It just means that, well, maybe one leg is slightly longer than the other one, or maybe your head is tilted to one side like mine, or maybe you have a slight scoliosis. That is okay. That is perfectly fine. There is nothing wrong with your body. All you need to do is work in different ways specific to yourself that will give you the benefits of the practice and will develop your muscles to keep you young and active. How about at home? What are the benefits of doing Pilates at home? For me, I think that the beauty of doing Pilates at home is that it builds a really strong relationship with yourself. There is so much benefit to really learning to trust yourself, to giving yourself discipline, to giving yourself a practice that is rooted in self-love in the end. Discipline, for me, is one of the most incredible, the main traits that you could develop for yourself. And the beauty of Pilates at home is that you can take your time, you can follow instructions through a video, but you can also do it at your own pace. You know, it's not a rat race. You don't need to do anything crazy fancy. If you only have 5 minutes, you can literally just get on the floor and do it for 5 minutes. If you only have 20 minutes, if you want to go through more different exercises, if you're traveling, if you're on holiday, if you're hiking, anything, you can do it at any moment, anytime, anywhere. And I think that is extremely valuable, to have freedom of movement and to carry with you a practice that will keep on giving you the benefits. You don't always, well, now that Pilates is getting more popular, it's getting more accessible, but it's really not necessary to go to a studio. If it's too expensive, if privates are too expensive, sometimes the environment isn't right, maybe you're just not vibing, that's fine. You will 100% get the benefits of the practice at home by getting to know yourself. And this is why it's actually important to find an online teacher that you like. And it doesn't need to be me, it can be anyone. Just know that when you're at home, the main thing to care about, the main thing to focus on is whether you're engaging your core, your powerhouse, and your powerhouse is the classical way of referring to your whole abdominal system. And through the Pilates, the classical Pilates method, we learn that your powerhouse comes from here up to your thighs, up to over here. And it is working your glutes, your hamstrings, your pelvis, your upper abdominals, your obliques, inner abdominals, the abdominis transversus, transversus abdominis. I always mix it up. Also your back, and you're even working with your scapula. So all of this here, all movement stems from your powerhouse. And when you're at home, the best thing to be aware of is the scooping feeling, like you're being lifted up through the crown of your head, which is my favorite cue, and while also keeping your hips stacked and as immobile as possible. So yes, to studio or to at home, both practices, great benefits to both. Obviously, with one, you're depending on someone else. And with the other one, you can take your practice with you anywhere. So it's just a matter of taste and preference. Yeah.